Sorry. Oh, oh,
You're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza.
And Jake from State Farm.
This is episode 45 today. We only have half the gang here, but that doesn't mean we're not doing another episode. So, yeah, I'm here as usual with Jake Gooden.
Yes, sir. What's good? What's good?
Apologies for the intro starting a little kind of late. Jake Gooden was explaining GTA 5 to us, so I apologize for cutting you off about that.
No, you good, you good. Like, for those who have not played GTA 5 yet, like my boy, well, I know, Joe C and Jake played online, which I'm pretty sure they had a blast, but the GTA 5 story is something that, I think everyone should, like, at least experience, especially if you're a GTA fan, or just, like, a fan of great, brilliant, video game stories in general. It is a fantastic story. I think hands down is probably the best GTA story ever made. Right?
Damn.
Close second is Nico Bellic with GTA 4, in my opinion. Yeah, some people like Nico Bellic a little bit more, which I totally understand, because like he's a criminal that didn't necessarily want to be a criminal, but like had like his own ties with his lifestyle kind of torn apart, where he went into that type of particular underworld. But
we'll get to that near the end, but before we get to GTA, which I know a lot of people wanted us to, I know some of us want to hear and talk about it. I'm gonna get into some like mini news real quick and some mini reviews. First of all, talking about a recent trailer that came out, if you could even call it a trailer. The next Godzilla x Kong movie is coming out, called Godzilla x Kong Supernova. So.
What the hell?
Yeah.
yeah.
They showed practically
it's
nothing.
a monster universe. It's the monster universe's Avengers at this point.
It really is.
The thing is that when Godzilla 2014 came out, I really did like that movie, and Kong Skull Island. I thought it was. I didn't really think much of it, the two being connected, but I feel like after Godzilla versus Kong, they're like, we don't really know what to do. Let's just copy off of Marvel.
Yeah, true.
DC did it, and they're alive, I guess. So let us do it.
Yeah.
Because they just ran out of ideas at that point.
Exactly. So basically, the whole trailer is just people in what we assume is Monarch, which is like the monster hunting company or whatever the fuck it is in the MonsterVerse. It shows them working, and then it shows a computer that says a new Titan has emerged, kind of like a fucking Smash Bros thing. It's like a new Titan is coming.
Has appeared.
And
here comes a new challenge.
We don't know who it is, but people in the comments that I saw assume it's either Space Godzilla or Destroya, which I'm not that educated on, but I heard they're big deals.
Yeah, so Destroya, he appeared in Godzilla vs. Destroya. That was last movie of like the second era of Godzilla movies. I think they called it Heisei or something. And he was essentially, remember that bomb that they used on Godzilla at the end of King of the Monsters, the oxygen destroyer? Remember they had that, and Mothra had to bring him back to life?
Oh yeah, that one. I think I know what you're talking about.
So Destroya is another kaiju monster. I think he's created from the oxygen destroyer, and he's specifically meant to kill Godzilla. Like he's actually like more powerful than Godzilla and can kind of whoop his ass, and he's. And I think Godzilla had to get a boon or something, like some sort of extra strength to defeat him in that film. I think he became Burning Godzilla or something. But yeah, he was kind of made to in a way kill Godzilla, and he's a pretty popular villain. Space Godzilla is literally just that. He's just Godzilla from space. Some of his some of his, I think, cells went into like a black hole or something, and then it formed the space Godzilla. It has lasers and shit. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that.
Right.
One Godzilla? No. Two. But guess what? This one is from outer fucking space.
Godzilla in
Genius.
space.
Genius.
we had Jason Voorhees in space. Now let's bring that motherfucker Godzilla into space.
Yeah.
So basically, Destroy is like a new like Mecha Godzilla sort of.
No, he's a physical kaiju, but
Yeah.
I think he was more like he was accidentally made by humans. It's not like they specifically created him to kill Godzilla. It's biologically he's meant to kill Godzilla, but humans were kind of just like, oh shit, that thing's made. Oh, my bad.
Whoops! I made an oopsie whoopsie. It might be Destroya, or it might be like
that
another.
Would be cool.
It would be cool, but I think it might be another made-up kaiju like Scar King, because I don't think he was in a previous one, unless I remember it wrong.
No, Scar King is made up, and the Mutos are made up. Everything is made up.
Well, not even King Ghidorah.
No, not King Ghidorah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, no, why would King Ghidorah be made up and Mothra and all of them?
All the characters from King of the Monsters are actual. Well, not all of them. There were some like that were made up, but all the main ones were from actual Godzilla stuff. Because I think they added in like a spider-like thing and another giant thing. I don't know. They added in a few extra ones.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And there was like one that came out of like the ground or something. That was. And there was like another like mammoth-looking one.
Oh didn't he kill them all off screen or something?
No, I don't think he killed them off screen. They're still alive.
Okay, because I remember in a comic they were like, I think Godzilla killed them all or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. It was like in a Godzilla vs. Kong comic, and that explained why none of them were in Versus. But then one of them showed up in the New Empire, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Are they not canon or something?
No, the cameras are canon. I'll have to switch it up.
I thought you told me about that. Like, unless unless I'm remembering it wrong. I think you told me that. But, anyways.
Maybe I just forgot.
So, yeah, anyways, Godzilla Supernova is coming out March 26th, I think, 2027, so it'll be in the same month as Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Legend of Zelda live action, so that's going to be a hell of a month, let me tell you that.
Sonic Hedgehog 4, you mean?
4, yeah, sorry, 4.
Yeah, Sonic Hedgehog 4, yeah.
Actually, let me see if that is actually true, because I remember seeing a release date. Yeah, it is literally just telling us, like, it begins production, which, unlike Marvel, they're actually prioritizing their time and filming it a year and a half. Meanwhile, Doomsday literally just filmed last week, which is fucking weird, but, I mean, whatever. Go Marvel, I guess, but... Hold on. A short teaser video was also released. It shows an office for blah, 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 blah. A computer gives a real-life hotline that fans can call to receive an automated message. The phone number appropriately is 240-MONARCH, which translates to, I don't know if I should say this number out loud or something, but I could send it in the group chat. Apparently, there's like a fake phone number that you can actually call that has like a little message on there.
Was it in the trailer? It shows that?
I think it was in the trailer, yeah.
It was in the trailer, yeah.
You know, I love it when stuff does that. Like, they had like a one for like Stranger Things and stuff.
They did, yeah.
Even for Better Call Saul, you could call Saul. I think you
could call him. That's pretty cool.
I think you can still do that, actually.
Yeah, I don't think they got rid of it. I think I called him again, not last week, like some time ago.
I called Saul Goodman last week.
Yeah, I needed some lawyer stuff. So, apparently the message says, "Thank you for calling the Monarch Community Support Hotline, your global resource for Titan response and relief. Your help reporting Titan sightings plays a critical role in keeping our world safe. Oh, that's all it says? Oh, that's lame.
Well, yeah, it could be Destroyer. Yeah, the Christian Titan. Could be that.
Supernova is the 6th movie in the franchise.
But why is it called Supernova though? Like what? They gotta send Godzilla and Kong to space. They're gonna get hit by a supernova.
No, watch that be a space Godzilla.
Yeah, that's probably why people are painting that it could be Space Godzilla, or maybe it could even show both because it shows Titan and like the Titan Monarch crawls and what you're saying before, and the fact that Supernova it could deal with like a space kaiju, and who else better than Space Godzilla?
Yeah, they could change it that he's just made from a supernova instead of a black hole.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they do change things a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Or it could just be some new character that we've never heard of before, which is also entirely.
It is very possible, yeah, but I don't really know what they're gonna do. It's kind of a 50-50 because we got Mechagodzilla and then we got Scar King right after. So if the pattern is correct, we might get a previous kaiju, but I think it's safe to say that it might be somebody completely different that we don't know about.
Yeah, most likely. Scar King, to be completely honest, I didn't like him as a villain.
Yeah. And also the human cast, as much as I don't like them, it's actually a pretty interesting cast. So it stars I don't know who Dan Stevens is. I forget. He's probably in the last one, but Caitlin Dever, who for The Last of Us fans know is Abby from that show. Matthew Modine, who's Papa from Stranger Things, and Sam Neill, who is best known as Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. So that's a pretty interesting cast.
That's cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm down for that already.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, gotta see my boy Sam Neill.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, congrats on starting production, new Godzilla movie. And I guess we'll go straight into our mini review. I guess Jake and I can hold off on our review of Andor season 2 because we've only seen one episode of it.
Yeah.
I'll let Jake take the floor. And so, what did you think of Andor season 1?
No spoilers on season 2, okay?
Yeah, no. Nothing really happened in episode 1. We'll just give our little thoughts about it at the end.
I mean, I would say that Cassian Andor. I mean, him going to an illegal brothel on this industry planet of him just going in there trying to look for answers for his missing sister, and that scene that I've seen. Where they had the two officers, corporate officers, that are actually kind of eyeing the dude and saying well, I don't like you, and Andrew was like, okay, and then the other guy's like, oh, I don't like you either. You better watch yourself.
We're wanted men.
I have a death sentence on 12 systems.
It reminded me of that from that scene. Was that? Yeah. It reminded me of that. I thought they were gonna go that angle, and technically, they kind of did. Because Andor he gets followed by these two officers, and then find out that okay, let's see if we can steal a route from this dude. And Andor just brings home, opens up a can of whoop ass on both of them, killing both of them. Yeah, I mean that was pretty hype. That got me sold on it. Okay, all right, on the character itself. Okay, well, this dude, there's something going on with him. I want to go see the backstory of this dude. And just him being a thief, and trying to find all these answers. He does eventually come. It actually does come across that the corporate office, one of the corporate officers, which is Cyril Karn, tells his leader in chief, about the situation that's going on with the officers that are killed, and they want They have deep ambitions to succeed in a heavily bureaucratic regime, and tries to conduct an investigation that puts Cassian Andor on the pretty much on the beacon. So I'm a little bit after this point so far, where like he does get like a piece of Imperial tech, while Cyril's trying to like find him and try to find answers as to why like two of the officers are dead. And then like him meeting up with Bix, trying to connect with Lufin, which I found out is a Rebel Alliance agent, so which is like undercover agent, as like a dealer. So, that's I would say like so far from what I'm seeing that like there's like the makings of like a ragtag team of like a rebels trying to like uncover like what they're trying to like come across in their own walks of life. So and I really feel like Andor can't do it alone without his ragtag team. So that's pretty much where I'm at, but I know for a fact that there's gonna be like some more interesting things that comes across with it. So when I do watch like the rest of the of season 1, I'm just gonna give like my full input on it, for sure.
Oh, you didn't finish season 1?
I did not finish season 1.
Oh, okay. So you saw like just the first episode, or like the first like 3 or something?
I'm on like episode 5 or 6. 5, 6.
5. Okay. Yeah. Let me know when you get to a certain arc. You'll probably know when it is, because that is definitely the best arc in the show. At least in season 1. I don't know about 2. I did hear 2 is really fucking good though, so I can't wait to see it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. If you want, I can put my full thoughts on how I feel about season 1, and it's gonna like, so I can like get my jump start to season 2 and catch up with everybody. But,
yeah. If you do decide, sorry, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have my full season 1 thoughts on it. But gonna try to binge it as much as I can to later tonight, and probably like sometime tomorrow. Just catch up on it. But so far, what I am seeing though, like this is, I mean, it seems pretty good. Like like this whole Rebel Alliance tag team thing that they got going on. I really feel like this is gonna be something like in the big makings. So like like probably like origin story. So like Rebel Alliance in itself, and like how it all comes through in like a full connection. Probably like another side story that leads to the direct rebellion against the Empire. So,
yeah, just to like, no spoilers for season 2, but episode 1 so far. I don't know. Jake, did you like it?
Well, I wanted to say this. I don't remember anything much at all of season 1 of Andor. I even told Joe that when we watched it together. I remember liking season 1, but there were characters that I'm like, wait a minute, have we seen them in the last season? I don't even know who this is.
Yeah.
There was like an entire group I completely forgot existed. Literally, I'm like, I really needed to watch it again.
To be fair, I think some of them did appear in season 2 only, so I don't really know. It's kind of like Born Again, where they're just like, what are you talking about? They've always been there, you know?
Yeah.
It's like fucking Cherry and Heather.
The first episode, because I was kind of thrown into it without having watched the first season in like a few years, I was a little confused. But I did think the scene where he was like trying to steal the ship was pretty cool and like pretty funny. But
yeah, there was a cool like chase on a ship. I'm keeping it brief, but like there's a cool chase in that, but that's really great. But I gotta say, this is also a problem I have with season 1. It's not just season 2, but I might be the only one that thinks this besides Jake.
Yeah,
I fucking hate the Mon Mothma storyline.
Yeah,
it is so beyond boring.
It's I can't even stand to watch it. It's like the dumbest stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I wanted to watch Andor, not
yeah.
Mon Mothma.
I mean, you can have side plots and shows, but at least make them interesting.
Wasn't she like only in like Return of the Jedi? Or something like that?
Yeah, and I think she was also in Rogue One, but Yeah, like she's like a
I
very
don't
minor
really
character.
care about her character at all, and it was way too boring. I remember in season 1, that was the thing that made me not love the show, was the fact that that storyline was so boring, and sometimes they. I do remember a criticism I had with season 1 was that sometimes it took too long to get to like the action. Not that I don't want any story at all, but I think it kind of dragged on a little bit before it reached that point sometimes. But in this first episode as well that I saw, I kind of did notice that a little bit. But
Yeah.
there was a scene. Some of the Andor section confused me, Joe. I think you know what it is when he's in the
Yeah,
woods.
when he's in
with
that
the
like
other-
one planet. Yeah, I get
yeah,
that.
with- I'm like, wait, what's happening? Who are these people? I'm like, what's going on?
My guess is I don't think he was supposed to be there. So
I think he was supposed to meet someone, but I don't remember.
oh yeah, he was supposed to meet somebody, but then I think it was like a double cross or something. I don't fucking.
No,
I gotta
I
rewatch the episode.
I think they said like, oh, we killed him or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think they're lying. So like I said, keeping it brief, but yeah. So far, season 2, it's good. We'll give a
And-
full
and that-
review when we have time to binge the show because both Jake and my schedule is very busy right now.
And that entire group of people there on like that forest, they kind of seem like an effectual idiots, to be honest with you.
Right. But yeah, more on Andor probably in the next episode when we have more time and more like episodes to review. And I can't wait to see what Jay Gooden thinks about the rest of season 1 because I personally, besides the Mon Mothma stuff, I really loved it. So I'm very excited for you
Yeah,
to
no
see
problem. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on board to finish the rest of it. I'm gonna try to do it tonight.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we go on to the next topic, just wanted to remind y'all to please hit a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your thoughts about what we talked about. There's a Q&A going on right now. Promote it if you'd like. Yeah. So, moving on to the other another popular franchise. John Wick is coming back, and
Oh, really?
yeah, John Wick 5
Yep.
is happening. Let
I
me.
knew he didn't die.
Spoilers for John Wick 4, but yeah.
No, if you haven't seen it, that's your problem.
That is true, and plus we all knew that John Wick isn't dead. I mean, come on. Like,
It was out for a few years already, right? Like, if you haven't seen it, you should.
yeah, that's true. They probably they probably heard about it. So, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not why I'm talking about John Wick 5 because I think we all knew that John Wick 5 was happening because I think I confirmed it in a previous pod. But what's interesting about this one is that this does, according to the director, it does not involve the high table anymore, and it'll be really different. So I'm very interested in seeing where they go with that because if it doesn't involve the high table or Winston or any of those guys, what is it going to be about? Like, is he still on the run? Is he like trying to is he actually in retirement but they pull him back in for some reason? Like, does a second dog die? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I would hate it if the second dog died.
Mr. President, a second dog has got shot. John Wick's on the move again.
Another one!
God damn it!
We'll get a cat next time. Maybe that'll
Get
live
a cat!
longer. Maybe that'll live longer this time.
That'll live for an extra day.
Next thing you know, the Russian mob runs over the cat and he's like, "Four people kill."
The Russian mob. God, it's like every cliche action movie ever. It's always the fucking Russian. I remember, for those who don't know, I have a Letterboxd. For those who don't know what Letterboxd is, that's an app where you review movies. And I rated, this Jason Statham movie called A Working Man. It was kind of like your average, like like whatever action movie. I gave it 2 stars, and I just put it's always the fucking Russians. That got quite a bit of likes. Because it's always the fucking Russians in these action movies. It's nuts. Like, I think John Wick had a couple Russians, nobody. I think Mission Impossible.
It is always the fucking Russians.
Why is it always the fucking Russian mafia? Like, give us something new.
Yeah, like Italians. Oh wait.
Man, but yeah, but John Wick 5. I mean, it's cool. You know, I still think they should have ended it at 4. But if they have one more movie up their sleeve, it could be good. And I love my boy Keanu, so and also we're not entirely done with the John Wick universe because we got Ballerina coming out in a month, and we also have what is it? Oh, there's an anime of John Wick where apparently describes his. It shows like his impossible task that they explained in the first movie.
Oh yeah, they had him do an impossible task to get out of the. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that story. So it's gonna be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
And
I'm interested in that storyline because he used to be like, you know, the boogeyman. And he settled down, fell in love, and then, you know, all that shit happened.
Yeah, and I'd like to know what the impossible task is, because if somebody like John Wick can get out of that, like it's. I mean, is it more Mission Impossible than anything Ethan Hunt has done? We'll find out, but it's.
Here's your mission: kill Ethan Hunt. Okay, that's his impossible task.
Dude, Ethan Hunt versus John Wick would be nuts.
That would be nuts.
That would be just insane. Or him versus the guy from Nobody.
No, I think John Wick will probably beat the guy from Nobody.
True.
Maybe.
Just because John Wick has, like, you know, plot armor. Pretty much every injury that he gets. I think someone, like, was saying, like, not every single one of his injuries were 100% fatal, but I'm like, well, like, a combination of all of those consistently over the course of a few days would be enough.
Yeah, but to be fair, he did,
like oh, he got hit by a car at 20 miles an hour. I'm like, okay, but if you collectively get hit by cars moving at 20 miles an hour over the course of like 4 days, you're probably gonna die.
Your leg would fucking break at the very least. Like, he should be limping or something, or like.
You got like hit by like 10 cars.
I mean, I love John Wick 4. Don't get me wrong. It is really fucking ridiculous though, because like how many injuries he's gotten and how many times he's gotten hit. He fell out. He jumped out of a fucking building. It wasn't like a Burj Khalifa or something, or like anything of that height where it's like certain death.
Didn't he land on a car?
He did land on a car, and it was pretty high up, so like it definitely could have led to death, or at least like very bad injury at least.
From that height, it wouldn't have killed him, and the car did help break his fall, but it would have broken quite a few bones. Yet he's still, without eating, by the way, has the energy to do all this stuff. Like, because isn't John Wick 3 right after 2? Like,
yeah.
How can he do all that stuff?
Yeah, John Wick 3 is like immediately after 2. So.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't do that stuff without food, water, or rest. I mean, I'm sorry, even with the most badass people, they need food.
Yeah, I mean, like, John Wick is equivalent to Wolverine, like, if he could survive all that. Like, come on, like, he's not a fucking superhero.
Like, okay, even if you have to show him, like, running away, shooting, goes into a subway, grabs a sandwich, runs, eats, and then starts shooting at the same time.
That'd be funny. That would be funny if an action movie did
but
that.
At least it would make sense. Just a sub in one hand, and in the other.
He just goes to a fucking Subway. I'll take a meatball sub. Extra meatballs.
It's like, why are you covered in blood? Most of it's not mine.
Most of it's not mine. Just give me the damn sub. And he just shoots and eats. They shoot his sandwich. Oh no, you've done it.
First my dog, now my sub. That's it. You're dead.
First my wife, then my dog, now my meatball sub. I got nothing to live for. Oh, hey, JM. Welcome on in. We're just talking John Wick 5 and being doofuses. Oh, God. Tasha says, fantastic comment. Oh, man. But yeah, that would be so fucking funny. I really hope something like Nobody 2 does that, where he just grabs a sandwich and starts fucking eating while he fucking runs. That'd be so funny.
Seriously, he has to do it off screen or something.
Exactly. That'd be funny if, like, in the new Mission Impossible, like, he fucking, like, Ethan Hunt hangs off a fucking airplane and he just has, like, a PB&J in his pocket. It's like, Jesus, this height's getting me hungry.
No, at least Ethan Hunt has time to rest. John Wick doesn't.
That's true, yeah.
Right? He has time to, like, you plan out with his friends, being like, here's what we're gonna do. Like, during that time, you have plenty of time to eat, sleep, do what the hell you need to do. Shit, I don't know. Like,
he goes to the bathroom. It's just like, oh god, my stomach. Oh. Someone's in the next stall and tries to fucking strangle him.
Really? Like, people have to think about this. How is John Wick doing that stuff? How?
There's no way he's holding all of that in while he runs and and stuff. There's no fucking way, you know. Like, eventually, like, no matter how many times you get hit and like falling off buildings and shit, that shit's eventually gonna come out. I don't mean to be like fucking like weird or something or have it be TMI, but eventually you can't hold it in for much long. Especially if it's like hours of running and shit. Like, come on. At least go to like a fucking outhouse.
Really does have a lot of plot armor, and it is kind of ridiculous. Like, the first John Wick, I didn't really have a problem with that. I mean, like, but it was like the fact that 2 and 3 happened right after, and he survives the craziest shit in those stuff. It's like, okay, at this point, enough is enough. And then John Wick 4, they gave him like some time to actually heal up, but then the injuries that he got in John Wick 4 were just crazy.
That is true. He did fight a big fat guy that was giving him roundhouse kicks. When I saw it with John, even John was like, okay, what the fuck? I don't care if
like
it's
not through like a bunch of glass windows and stuff multiple times.
That was in 3.
Oh, okay, that was in 3, okay.
Like, the guy with, that dealt the cards and shit, that was the guy I was referring to.
Oh, him, oh.
The guy with the asthma. That was pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
And
there's a whole bunch of difference.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool characters in John Wick. What I'm hoping for is, considering that 4 did technically confirm this, I hope it's actually official. They have, like, a Kane TV show or, like, spin-off movie of some sort. Kane's the blind guy.
Oh, okay.
Like, I hope they have something involving him and his daughter, because, like, I don't want him to be, like, a one-and-done character, you know? Like, I hope he has, like, some more shit involved, because, like, if you're not doing John Wick anymore, at least have him or, like, Mr. Nobody or something have their own story and stuff, because there were a lot of cool characters in John Wick that was kind of, like, one-and-done. Like, Halle Berry's character and, like, Willem Dafoe's character, even though Willem Dafoe's character did get killed off, like, it's still, like, come on, there's a lot more characters in John Wick that are interesting, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, there are quite a few characters in there that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the blind guy a whole lot. Like, he's badass.
Yeah, the guy with the dog, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I especially loved when... when I think the guy that was I think he hit the dog with a car or some shit. Eventually the dog's okay, by the way. He eventually ran into that guy and he was like I think he eventually met up with him. He shot him and stuff. He says, "You hit my puppy," and then the dog pees on his corpse. I remember that scene. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, John Wick 5, whatever they do, I just hope it's good, because John Wick has had a hot streak, literally. All 4 movies were very great, in my opinion, so...
All right, so I wanna go say this quote from Fogelson. He said something about this. I think during like the John Wick event. He did say this. So he did say that Keanu, Chad, Basil, and Erica will not return unless they had something truly phenomenal and fresh to say with these characters and this world. We can't wait for audiences to see where the journey takes us next. Alright, and 2 other people said that I think Iwak and Lee, Iwank and Lee, I'm butchering the name, sorry. They did add it's so important to get the story right and give John's story the proper next step. It's exciting to take the first step on that road. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, JK, go ahead first.
No.
For me, I mean, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I do trust Chad Stahelski since he did all of the John Wick films, and I think he did one of the Deadpools. I trust him as a director. Yeah, I think he did, like, Deadpool 2 or something.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's badass.
That is a good movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But considering that he cares about the character and Keanu cares about the character a lot, it seems like it's kind of like a Daredevil situation or like Breaking Bad or somebody that cares so much about the product that they don't want it to go on for too long, but if they have a good story they want to tell, or if it's something that like is good for the character and it makes sense, they could do it. So I think it's... I mean, I was against it at first because I thought it was going to be a cash grab, but considering that I now heard that Chad and Keanu and all of them are like waiting to see if they can come up with a good story and stuff, I don't really have much doubts that this will be bad. So
yeah, the thing is that I don't think they would have made it if they had a bad story, because like you said, like that's one of the things that made Breaking Bad so good, is that when everyone like cares about the show and that they're like willing to end it if they have no more story to tell, that really helps make it like have a lasting impact. And I like it when they actually care about, you know, the characters. They don't just want to make more money. Like there is a certain point where you have to say enough is enough.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious hasn't learned that lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And even Star Wars in some ways.
Yeah. So yeah, they said this during the announcement and they're all on stage during CinemaCon with Adam Fogelson, which is the chair of Lionsgate Motion Picture Group, and on Thunder Road producers Basil Iwanek and Erica Lee, which is the franchise director and producer Chad Stahelski, and starter producer Keanu Reeves, all on board. So that's what they had to say. They said that during CinemaCon. That's it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds really good. But yeah, like
okay,
yeah.
I thought we were done. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we are done. So we're gonna segue into the topic that we're talking about today. That is, I mean, it's an understatement to say that it's the most hyped game ever. GTA 6 just got a trailer and a release date finally. Because I remember in the first trailer it just said 2025, but now we have official release date for GTA 6. May 26th, 2026 is when it's coming out, and they released a trailer on Tuesday. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
A day after my birthday.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah. This is gonna be a fantastic. I mean, yeah, I just can't wait for it. I beat all of the Grand Theft Auto games up to this point, pretty much like the mainline story games anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be phenomenal. This is actually the third time in GTA franchise history that they're gonna be in Vice City. First one was Vice City Stories, which was a prequel to Grand Theft Auto Vice City. No, way back in the PS2 Xbox days. So and then now we have GTA 6. So, so we're gonna return to Vice City. This is gonna be the first time we see Vice City in the HD universe, I believe. So, yeah, because four was in the HD universe. That was the first one with Nico Bellic story, and in GTA 5 when they were in Los Santos with Trevor, Michael, and Franklin Clinton, and now we have this Bonnie and Clyde duo that they got going on for this HD universe of Vice City, which is GTA 6 as we see today. Yeah, I can't wait for this. This looks super ultra realistic, super hype. I would say this as like a resident of down here in FLA. I would definitely say that this looks very accurate to like Miami, and even Broward County. So like just the realism that they incorporate all the unique features and nuances that they're probably gonna show in the game. I know it's gonna be like a little bit over the top and exaggerated, obviously, because GTA is a satire of real life, so they're gonna have to do that, But that's cool. That's what we're here for. That's what makes GTA so special and so damn fun. This open world sandbox game of an incredible story that has a big lineage of said sandbox games that go all the way back to even I'd say like the early 2000s with like the sandbox games that started with GTA 3 all the way to now. I'd say like they're definitely not going to miss a heartbeat with delivering such a fantastic story. I can tell that story's going to be great. Even though I know we have to go touch the game first before we get our overall review, but there's no way that this game has been baking for 13 years in the oven and it's gonna be ass. So they're not gonna pull a Duke Nukem forever on this game. I highly doubt that. So yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. It looks exactly like Miami. It looks exactly like Broward County. It looks all the guas that they have right there. The nightlife, the neon stage that they got. Just even like the outdoor life and like the crazy characters. Like there's some crazy ass people like in the state of Florida. So like it definitely like takes like a page from that book. So I would say like it looks spot on. It looks great. I can't wait until I see what Jason Duval and his partner will actually do in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see the trailer, and I do think the graphics look amazing. Like that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, them graphics, but
holy shit, them graphics!
John, yeah. I think because they said it was gonna come out this year, and then they delayed it to 2026. It would really suck if on the release date they're like, actually 2030.
Oh god, that'd be such horse shit.
That would be bullshit. That would be bullshit. Yeah.
No one would buy the game after that.
Yeah.
They still would buy the game. It's just they'd be pissed.
Yeah. There's hold up, wait. I think there was a picture that popped up. That made me laugh out loud. I'm gonna go send you the link in right here in the VC chat. Like this is so spot on. This picture that someone made on X. They showcased it of like the two main characters being like old senior citizens by the time this game comes out. It's so accurate. Now look at this real quick. Hold on, look at this.
I like that. I'm actually gonna save that image and use that.
Yo, that is so spot on. I mean, like, dude, they're cooking way too long, bro. Like, by the time this game comes out, bro, we're gonna be 65 in a wheelchair.
Oh, I can't save the image.
A walking stick.
Damn it, Twitter. Oh, I can.
My back.
PS5 is gonna be like 4 generations ago. Finally came out.
I'm gonna post this.
It'd be PS10.
PS10.
It is so spot on, bro.
Chad, this is what we're talking about.
Because I'm just getting a nervous feeling that they might like do something where like they cancel it or something at the last second. I'm just getting like a
no, there's no way they're gonna cancel it.
It would be messed up if they did. That would be fucked up.
Yeah, no.
It would.
Oh my god.
It looks so accurate. It looks so accurate.
It does. It does look
The
accurate.
old rusty car. The city's all dilapidated.
Yeah, I like that.
It looks so old.
Oh my
Christ.
God,
How
that
long
is so-
did it take him to make that?
god. For real. I wanted that.
God, can you just imagine fleeing from the police? Like, I'm back! I gotta get in the car! Like, slowly get it in.
Imagine that, just old people in GTA 5. Just imagine that. Just you walk very slow, the cops easily kill you. That'd be just the most unplayable game ever.
You drive slow too. It's like, how did the cops get me? You were driving at 20 miles an hour on a highway. Oh.
It's not even a good car. It's like one of those old Henry Ford-esque cars.
Yo, for real.
Broken, rusty piece of shit
The
car.
the
just
fucking Model
barely-
T.
I like how Jake says that because Jake, believe it or not, that's actually illegal to drive that slow on the road.
Yeah, I know, because
Yeah.
that'd be something that would happen. You get pulled over for that.
What am I doing, officer? Put your foot on the gas pedal. It's 50 here. You're going 2.
Okay, I'll put my foot on it. Goes 100.
Oh my god!
Accidentally commits crimes again. Now you have to learn to run.
It does like an Invincible where he just rams through a bunch of fucking people. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. GTA 6. To me, this might be a little controversial, but I think it looks okay. I think the graphics look amazing, but I talked off camera to Jake and Jigen. I only played GTA 5 online. I never touched the story. I didn't I did just touch the story by force, basically, because the opening, like when you open up the game, it shows like an opening bank heist, I think. I can't remember the opening for GTA 5, but then after that, I went immediately online, and that was where I loved the game. Because the online is nuts. I fucking love it. And Jay kind of did convince me that the story is really good, but I don't know. To me, I think GTA 6 as a whole, I think is extremely overhyped. Because this game does look fun, but it's like easily the most anticipated game I've ever seen, beating Cyberpunk, Mario Kart, Elden Ring, Skyrim, any game you could think of that was hyped. This like triples that, and I think it's it's just a GTA game. Like I get the hype, but considering it's like fucking end game level hype times like 20, what? that makes that I know it's gonna be like a Black Friday fucking end game tickets day when GTA 6 comes out. You thought the Switch 2 was gonna be nuts. This is gonna be like way worse.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this, right? Just to piggyback off what you're saying. Literally everyone yesterday that I met, like even like random people, like that I've known through my best friend, they literally like one of the first things that popped up was like, yo, did y'all watch the new GTA trailer? I'm like, people that you would never even think that actually plays video games are saying, like, dude, did you watch this trailer? Like, dude, it's everywhere. It's like #1 trending in the world. Like, bro, who's gonna, y'all gonna buy this? You guys gonna buy this game? Like, dude, like, this game's gonna be crazy. This game's gonna be like $150 when it comes out and all that stuff. I'm like, all right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, this is kind of like a wait and see for that about the price, but I don't see it like costing more than 80. If it does cost more than 80, I think it's gonna be uproar. I don't think Rockstar Games is gonna be that brave to make this over $80 because if they do that, that's gonna like flip the video game industry on its head, like even more so than it is right now with ongoing looming issues that we got.
Yeah, because Nintendo and Xbox are both doing that, so it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. So, but I would say this. I mean, like random people that I would never think would actually play games are actually talking about this. Like, they're like it's a conversation starter. This looks exactly like how it is in the real worlds. I mean, it grows ultra realistic graphics. It look like you and me and stuff like that. Like, dude, like it's a conversation starter. Like over and over again. Like I'm like, yo. Everyone's gonna buy this game, bro. Like, oh my, it's gonna crack like $20 billion on release day. Like, watch, like some crazy amount, something like that.
You know, the guy at my work, literally, like one of the first things he said to me was, "Have you seen the GTA 6 trailer?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, my thing about it, I'm sticking with the $80 price. I don't think Rockstar is gonna be that brave. Some people are saying it's gonna be like 100 or some crazy weird amount because of like it took them $2 billion in production to make this one product. So they have to like recuperate and make that back the money. From an economical standpoint, I understand, but like you have to sell the game at the same time. So like I think that's kind of like a big stretch. If Rockstar makes this over $80, I mean, like I think that's gonna be like a big caveat, in my opinion, if you ask me. But
it definitely.
Let's just see what happens in 2026. So
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah,
and I guess to end it off, because I just found this out. Unless you guys have anything else to say about the game?
No.
Jay.
Well, about GTA 6. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what we can go off of. I mean, like the nightlife and like the glitz and glamour that is Vice City. Like it's here in effect. I mean, like I can dissect the trailer too. I mean, I see characters from GTA Vice City that released on PS2 back in the day and Xbox. No, they're actually making an appearance here, like Phil that I seen from like the crazy U.S. veteran. He owns an ammunition shop, so I'm thinking that probably like characters like Tommy Vercetti are probably gonna probably pop up in this game some way or shape or form, probably hinted or whatnot. So I think they're gonna try to incorporate both the 3D universe and HD universe together. Because if we're seeing characters from the 3D universe into this HD universe, it's gonna be interesting. That confirms that stuff that happened in the 3D era of GTA or stuff that happened in the past, and the HD universe is present day or future. So I'm actually hyped about that. I saw it, I was like, yo, Phil's in this game? What? Oh my god. Oh, so they're bringing back characters from the original Vice City. Okay. All right. I hope we see Tom Vercetti. I mean, I know Ray Liotta is dead. Rest in paradise. So he was a real one. They're probably gonna do something like for like Tom Vercetti. I think they're just gonna make him as a hint character. I don't know. I don't know if Tom Vercetti is gonna be in this game. Like probably as a character that the two main characters are gonna go eventually meet. But yeah. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the trailer too that get me super hyped. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
JM says, I told my friend I'm going to say base game is 100 and online is 20, or total for both will be 100. Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be expensive for sure.
Yeah, that I can understand. I mean, but yeah, 20 or both would be 100. Yeah, I would say base game 80, and then like Grand Theft Auto Online is probably gonna be like extra $20. I mean, they're probably gonna make it like into like some network fee that they got going on. I kind of don't like that either because like you're already paying for PlayStation Network and Xbox Live, so now you have to pay $20 for GTA Plus, which is gonna come with GTA Online. I mean, oh god.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that idea, but like I wouldn't put it past them if that is going to be the case. So.
Yeah. Just to end this off because we don't have too much time. I actually found this when scrolling through Instagram. I have some news. So, apparently Godzilla is turning 70, and I think the official Godzilla page or something, or Toho or whoever, announced like some stuff that's happening. They announced Godzilla Supernova. That's why they announced it today. But
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
1957.
okay.
Yeah, Godzilla
What?
came out in 1957.
No,
What?
1954.
1954. So
71 technically,
well,
but I think they probably something happened. But anyways,
okay.
so there's a little something that they had, and it's like a full-on teaser. But I'm gonna show you a picture. Apparently, Godzilla has green atomic breath now, and this is not just a random Godzilla. This is -1 Godzilla.
No.
Yeah.
Who posted this?
There was a teaser that came out about -1, or not -1, but like a Godzilla 70th anniversary thing or something. I can send you the link to it, but apparently it showed Godzilla coming out of the water and stuff, and apparently, yeah, 70th anniversary special footage. I don't know when this is gonna happen or something. It just says a new 70th anniversary special trailer featuring Godzilla with green atomic breath has been released to commemorate Godzilla's new presence in Southeast Asia. So,
Where was this at like G Fest or something?
it might have been G Fest. I don't know, but either way, like this Godzilla looks very, very similar to the -1 Godzilla. I don't know if it actually is.
I do notice some differences. It's not the same one, but it really took inspiration from the -1 Godzilla, and that's cool. I've never seen green atomic breath.
Yeah, we saw pink in the new Empire, and blue's like his default. So I wonder where green is. Is it like fucking gamma radiation or something?
And this releases in March. He's like, "Happy St. Patrick's Day, motherfuckers!"
I'm Irish now. Fuck you.
I ate all the leprechauns, and this is the power I have now.
But yeah, it looks like -1 Godzilla, but I don't know if it actually is him. But yeah, I mean, this looks really cool. I can't wait to see what it is. You know?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, people are saying it's like a mixture between -1 and something else. Like it might like the OG, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yeah, some people are predicting it is a teaser to the -1 sequel, which I would fucking love it, because -1 is a fantastic movie. If you have not, we're doing a watch party of that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. That is like.
Hey, Joe, you gotta do it right. Yeah, play it in black and white. You gotta do it right.
I don't know about black and white.
Black and white.
I've never seen the black and white version. I just saw the color version.
If I could find a black and white version of -1, I will do it, but otherwise it might be color.
Okay.
But yeah, like Tasha and everybody might. Sorry, go ahead.
They released a black and white one in theaters, but I'm not sure if they released it online or not.
I'm sure they have.
What were you gonna say?
But yeah, Tasha and everybody in my server, we are definitely doing a Godzilla -1 watch party. I just don't know when we're doing it.
Have they never seen it?
No.
Have they never seen it? What?
No.
Ha.
No, not many have seen it. So yeah, I'm definitely doing a watch party.
Make sure don't dub it. Do the subtitles.
Oh god, no, I'm not dubbing it. No, I don't even dub the animes that I watch. So
let's go.
Yeah.
Because I saw.
You're a real one. You do it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like my friend showed me Steins Gate subbed, and I saw the dubbed version. I'm like, this is ass. I'm happy he showed me the original.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's typically better like that. I saw like a few what were they called, Bruce Lee movies that were dubbed, and oh my gosh.
my boss at work is trying to get me into One Piece, which I do plan on watching. it's just gonna be
Oh
years
my
from
God.
now.
Yo.
It's gonna be so many years from now. Like I'm terrible with binging shows. That's why I haven't seen Andor yet. Like season 2. I know there's like 8 episodes out now. I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah, One Piece is on the table. I just don't know when the fuck I'm watching it because that shit has like 1,000 episodes.
Way more than that. Way more than that, dude. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but like you're gonna start from episode 1, One Piece. Oh my.
I'll only watch.
Bro,
I'm not watching the whole show. I'm only watching like important arcs because even he told me he's like, nah, there's no point in watching the whole show.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, you're gonna.
How many like episodes are there? How many like seasons or episodes are there? Like thousands or something?
Yeah, it's definitely in the thousands. I think it's like I can pull up the accurate number, but it's definitely way past 1,000.
When did it come out?
The original One Piece anime came out in 1999.
And it's been going ever since?
Yeah, One Piece is the number one Japanese manga in the world, bro.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to watch all that.
It's Weekly Shonen Jump flagship franchise.
So,
yeah.
According to One Piece Wiki, right now, because it's currently going on, there's an episode tomorrow, 1,128 episodes were released.
Yep. Yeah.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Search your feelings, but no.
No.
Yeah, that is fucking nuts. But yeah, One Piece is happening, but I just don't know when the fuck I'm watching it.
I don't know how. Joe. At this point, I really feel like you should just watch each arc, each major arc, and its ending as if you're watching a movie. Like it's gonna be like probably like 12 movies. But I think that's your best bet.
Will there be anything important that he'll miss?
Well, I mean, if you watch summary episodes, if they do it like that, like probably like summary episodes of like, let's say like 30 minutes of like a summary of like one of each arc, that'll probably be like Joe's best bet. But if they do have something like that, I think they do, but they probably don't have it all the way up to like where they are currently. But I do remember seeing something on Crunchyroll where like they started off with like the Straw Hat Pirates, like each and every single member of the Straw Hat Pirates, and how they joined the crew, and they pretty much did it like a summary. It was kind of like a movie where like they did like a flashback, and each flashback told their own unique arc as to why they became Straw Hat a pirate, and like that's it. That is arc in itself. So, if they have something like that can catch you up to where it's at, I highly doubt that. But if they do, I think that's your best bet in order to like get actually caught up. Other than that, you're probably gonna be reading like summaries, like arc summaries, like on the internet for a very long while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did promise everybody that I'd get back into Star Wars after Top Gun. So yeah, well, I'll do the prequels, then the sequels, and the spin-offs. Then we'll go straight to Godzilla -1 because yeah, that movie's fantastic. It's top 4 in Letterboxd for me. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
I was so blown away by that movie. Because I think we watched it at AMC or something theater. I remember it was a small one. It was a small theater because it was already out for a little while, and we just didn't get around to watching it. And I didn't think much of it when I was going in. Like, oh, it's just a Godzilla movie. I'll see it. But when I left, I was like, holy shit, that was amazing. I was like 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
I did not know what I was getting into.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I'm not ashamed to say that I really almost did cry at the end.
Oh, I did cry at the end.
I did.
Like
Godzilla was terrifying, man.
Dude, Godzilla was the best part. Holy shit.
I remember after that scene with like the cow and stuff, I think like you leaned over to me and you were like, that was scary as shit. And like
which part are you talking about? Is it the boat scene?
Yeah, the boat scene. You were like, that was scary as hell.
That genuinely terrified me. That was so scary. And then the scene right after that where he's like in Tokyo, I'm like, oh my god, dude, he's so scary.
Dude, he's a problem. He's a freaking problem, dog.
Oh
like,
man,
that movie was so good, man.
It was very good. I think that brought in my love for Godzilla. Like I don't think I always thought Godzilla was like, he's cool, I like him, but this was like, he's like top 5 right now. He's top 5 best characters for me.
And Joe, I think because in Japan they have a novelization of the movie, and it's written by the same guy who wrote, directed, and was the head VFX supervisor of the movie, and he kind of promotes it as like the canon extended edition of the movie. I think he even thinks it's like more canon than the film, but he heavily promotes it. It hasn't been released in English yet, but if it does, I would actually give that a read if it's released in English in America, because I would actually give that a read, because I heard some good things about that, even the novelization of the movie as well, that had like extended scenes that we never got to see.
Oh wow. So it's practically an extended cut, right?
Yeah, he promotes it as the official extended cut, because and it just blew me away that the guy who like directed it also like was like the lead VFX guy and the writer. It makes sense why the movie was so coherent. It feels like some movies that have like big production, stuff gets lost along the way, but because it was so small, it was like good communication, and they were able to make a great film because of that.
Yeah.
Especially if like the same guy who's like directing it is doing all these other roles as well, he can really make his vision come across very clear, and I think that was really effective for this film.
Yeah.
But we are kind of off topic a little bit.
No, it's okay.
No, you good.
We've kind of been off topic, but anyways, I think that's a good spot to end it. All right, so that is officially the end of the podcast. Do we have questions? No, we don't. Okay. So this was a bit of on the shorter side, and not many people have shown up, which is okay. That's not a big deal at all. But I'm happy with how this was going. So yeah.
For sure.
Jake, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. So what are your thoughts on GTA 6, John Wick 5, all the stuff we talked about? Leave it down below in the comments when this becomes a VOD. Thank you guys so much for watching. There will be no Golden Pipe Gang episode tomorrow because it's Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up, and plus I have auditions to do all day, so it's going to be extremely exhausting, and I probably just need a break for the weekend. But we'll be back next week for this episode 46, and I do have some stuff planned for episode 50, so that's going to be a very big episode. But also at the same time, expect there to be a little bit of a delay for the podcast, because I would kind of like to get everybody involved with this one, because it's a pretty big topic we're talking about.
Okay.
But more on that in another time. But thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week for episode 46, and I'll see you guys next Thursday for another Repo and Lethal stream. So have a good one, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, yo.